Good morning, movers. Welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name's Tracy, and this is going to be a lift and HIIT hybrid workout. So a combination of cardio and strength, and here's the format today. All of the exercises will be 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds to transition, but we're gonna do them in blocks. So we'll have a lower body block, an upper body block, and then a metabolic compound strength and cardio block. So each block will have that element of HIIT in it. Okay, we're gonna just really challenge the muscles too with heavier weight amounts. So it should be a really great workout. You're gonna require the variety of dumbbells for the workout. Here's what I am using. Of course, this is your reference, but lift within your abilities. I'll also use my bench, something to step up on, jump up on. If you don't have it, I'm gonna show you a modification if you don't have a bench. All right, we'll start you with a warm up and we'll end with a cool down. Are you ready to do this HIIT and a lift workout and Move Daily? Me too, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna hit high intensity interval training on my watch. Let's start with a warm up here. Hinge forward and back. Just get that lower back warmed up. Wake up the body here this morning. Some of you have just woken up, rolled out of bed, put those tennis shoes on and downstairs you went. Now you're here. Some are after work, whatever you're doing, glad you're here today. One more here. Good. Okay, alternating hand to toe tap. Two more here. And take it wide. Plie, open right here. And let's go into some heel digs, sweeping the ground and alternating sides. Nice stretch in the hamstring here. Last one here. Good, and some arm circles. Switch directions. Let's heel dig and draw your elbows back. High knee here. And butt kick with a punch. Let's go into just a squat. Up to tiptoes. Let's finish with 10 of these. Just warming those calves up. 5 more here. Last one. Okay, we're starting with that lower body block. Take a look at the screen. That's what we're doing, and here we go. All right, we're starting with that suitcase squat. I'm gonna start with 20 pounds myself, 20 in each hand. Feet are shoulder width apart. Thinking of pushing the floor apart with our feet, shoulders back. So you're low and drive. Keep your torso tall and your chin up. Setting those down, we're moving into alternating step-ups. If you don't have a bench to step up on, you'll hit an alternating reverse lunge, okay? I'm gonna do a knee drive at the top. This is gonna be rapid fire, kicking heart rate up. Up, up, down, tap here. Up, down, and tap. My bench is an 18-inch bench. You could use a block, a stair, whatever you have at home. Good, moving into our RDL, Romanian deadlift. I'm gonna go with my 30s here. Now slow it down, slow and controlled. Hinge at your hips. Then we hinge and power up. Nice, okay, let's set those down. Going into our 3-pulse squat jump. You could 3-pulse tiptoe squat if you prefer low impact. Feet a little wider than shoulder width. So down for 3, 2, 1 and jump. 3, 2, 1. Okay, set 2. Going into that suitcase squat again. I'll go back to my 20s. Nice and tall. Drop it low. Into my step up, or reverse lunge if you wish. I'm gonna drive my knee at the top this time. Alternate, up, drive, down, down, up, drive, down, down.
That girl you texting when I look away. 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. Yeah, in the echo of your silence.
RDL. Popping back up to my 30s. Whew, heart rate's up there. All right, we're hinging. Stick your back, make your back flat. Stick your chest out. Very nice. All right, setting those down and going into that 3 pulse squat jump or 3 pulse tiptoe to flex those calves. Here we go. Pulse it for 3, 2, 1 and jump. That is glute. Ooh. Okay, final set. I'm gonna stick with my 20s here. The combination of everything is making it a challenge for me. Oh, here we go. Nice. Into your step up knee drive or reverse lunge if you like. I'm gonna stick with no weight, rapid fire this. Let's go, alternate. Up, down, down, drive. I kicked it up, RDL, back to my 30s. And hinge. Keep those dumbbells close to your shins.
Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I'm so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not, you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you.
All right, finishing this circuit with that 3 pulse squat jump. then a little water break, then upper body. Okay, 3 pulses, squat or jump. 1, 2, 3, and jump. Shake it out. Nice first segment, folks. Okay. Yikes. Have a drink. Take a look at that upper body, grab your dumbbells. Join me back. This can be done on the ground or on your bench. We're gonna go into a chest press. I'm gonna hold 20s. I'll go on my bench, on your back, over the chest. All right, nice and controlled here. And we push. That's it. If you're on the ground, don't let those dumbbells bounce off the ground. Like, don't bounce your elbows off the ground. Just come to a hover and press. I am gonna go into a renegade row next. If you don't love the renegade row and you would rather do a bent over row, that's fine. All right, taking it to the ground, I'm gonna use these 20s. In a renegade row, you could mod from the knees. I would go lighter though. You're gonna row toward the hip area and you're gonna alternate. Here we go. Pull, switch. Keep your bum down. Okay, come on up, shake that out. We're going into an Arnold press. Sit or stand. I'm gonna start with 12s. I think I might sit. I generally like to sit on shoulders. Here we go. Push. Whew. I was gonna go heavier. I'm glad I didn't. That was work. Okay, going into a little cardio. We're gonna do frog squats. Alternate side to side there for low impact. Make sure no dumbbells are in your way. Okay, set 2. I'll take this one from the ground since I'm here, staying with those 20 pounds for my renegade and my chest press. Okay, over the chest, and push, hover, and push. Keep those wrists locked in neutral. You're over half, doing well here. Stay with me. We've got that renegade row coming up. Whew, nice. Okay, flipping it for your row. Remember, you could stand and do an alternating one-arm row if you'd like. This is hard on the core as well. Here we go. Row to the hip. Good, and switch. Hips stay facing the ground. We don't twist the hips up. Some of you might have to put your hand on the floor too because the dumbbell hurts your palm or your wrist. That's okay. – 15 seconds, push, push. Nice, into that Arnold. This is a hard transition. I'm gonna stick with 12s. Normally I'd go heavier here, but the combo is getting me nice and tall. Holding 12s. Arnold press here. It was hard. Why is it so hard today? What did I do yesterday? Let's go into the frog squats. I always got to think back. Why am I sore? Here we go. Tap the ground if you can. Nice wide squat. Round 3. I'm going to take it back down to the ground, sticking with my 20s into the chest press, over the chest. Get ready and push. Nice. Up you get, up you get. All right, what do we got? Renegade. Sorry, I was in France right there for a second. Here we go, and row. I've been looking at flights to Paris. I was literally there for a second. Isn't that funny? Let's get in the game, Trace. You can go there later if you want. Trying to get a flight before they go up astronomically because of the war. We'll see.
I can pick you up when you're heading down, when it all just sucks.
Nice, moving into your Arnold press. Alrighty. Yeah, I feel those a bit in my wrist, but I'm not too bad. I can do them once in a while. Let's work. Sticking with my 12s here. Let's finish with the cardio, the HIIT part, down into those frog squats. Then we're gonna go into our compound moves. All right, here we go. Nice, okay, hiya. Grab some water. Doing well so far. Moving into the compound circuit. So take a look at the screen, draw me back. Starting with that dumbbell thruster. I think I'll go with 12s. I can do 15s, but I'm feeling this whole workout right now. Feet are shoulder width apart, engage the core, squat press. Low and drive. Nice. Okay, broad jump, bench hop. You can broad step, squat, squat jump, broad step, step up. Modify what's good. I'm gonna jump it. Walk it back. into your plie extension. I'm gonna hold to 15. Everything is up, everything's down. You could hold 2 dumbbells if you wish. Low press. Let's go into our front lunge, lateral raise. I'll hold 8s. We're gonna front lunge. Then when you're back at the top, hit the lateral. Alternate your legs. Lunge it here, lateral here. Other side lunge, back to lateral. Grabbing my 5s for the ground for my dead bug. This can be done with or without a weight. Opposite hand and leg extend. Eliminate the weights, of course, if you need. Opposite here. And reach. Keep the small of your back flush to the ground. And alternate opposite hand and leg. Nice and controlled. And of course, you could also just eliminate either upper or lower and do one or the other. Great core move here that should be put on repeat in your life. Nice. Well, let's repeat that whole kit and caboodle, shall we? We shall. Back to your dumbbell thruster. I will stick with 12s. Okay. Up on the shoulders. Squat press. Wow. Let's get ready for our broad jump. All right. Step it if you wish. Walk it up if you wish. Ready? Big jump. Practicing that hard impact landing for bone. Plie triceps, using a 15 here. Okay, plie with the feet. Everything up, everything down. Into that front lunge lateral. I'll hold 8s again. Front lunge alternating, lateral at the top. Let's head to the ground for your dead bug. This is where we really need to stay in the pocket, folks. We're starting to fatigue. You want to mentally talk yourself in. Don't talk yourself out. Alternating opposite hand and leg. Slow and controlled here. Really try to push the small of your back into the ground. We want to use those ab muscles. This is good because you've got your whole abdominal wall activated here, right? Upper, lower, all has to participate here. It's a lot of lower. You could lift your head and shoulders off the ground to make more upper, but I like it on the ground. Nice, okay. Have you ever tried that with a Swiss ball? That's also tremendous. Let's go back to the top. One more circuit, folks. Back to my 12s and to the dumbbell thruster.
Take me higher, leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again, all over again.
Excellent. Let's go into our jump. Broad jump. Okay, try not to lose my mic this time. Here we go, reach those hips back.
Again. 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. I look up, you take me higher, leave it all over again, all over again. 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 Leave it all over again, all over again.
Okay, tricep extension. Catching the breath, grabbing my 15 again here. Low press.
Break up, then we make up. Act like we're gonna be friends. Blaze the fire, take me higher. Leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again, all over again.
Front lunge, lateral with my 8s. Oh, it was a tough workout so far, hasn't it been? Work, work, shoulders back. Lunge and lift, switch sides.
Closer to you, drinking courage from my red cup now. I will soon make a move. Ooh, I can taste it, the bittersweetness of taking a shot.
All right, let's finish on the ground. Good place to finish with your dead bug. Ugh, happy about this. Holding those 5s again. Or no weight. Finish strong, everyone. Alternate. Back into the ground.
I try to focus on breathing. My heart is skipping a beat. Your lips against the red cup makes me.
You're doing well. Halfway through, folks. Stay with me. Last 20 seconds here. Let's count it down. Last 3, 2, 1 and done. And you have moved daily in your HIIT and lift hybrid workout. I mean, it's just a cardio and strength workout basically, but it sounded fun and therefore you did it. Okay, nice work. Let's join in for a stretch. We'll start the stretch down on the ground. Okay, let's start with a knee hug. Grab those knees, bring them in gently toward your chest, and some circles here on that lower back. Switch directions. I'm trying to think what I did the other day that has made me sore. What was it? Let's let those legs fall gently to one side. Slow, 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 and you're gonna keep your arms out to the side. Turn and look the opposite way. You're gonna really feel this in your torso, that back muscle there, that lower back muscle, your erector spinae, the muscle on the sides of your spine. Wow, it's getting a good stretch. Yeah, I can't remember what I did, but it must have been hard because I felt the fatigue today. Switch sides. You know, I always, you test yourself, right? You're like, normally I could do this. What's happened today? I had a pretty good sleep. My sleep these days has been go to bed at 8, wake up at 3:30. Isn't that gross? 3:30? Ugh, who does that? I guess I have not a lot going on after 8 p.m. though. I don't have little kids, I don't have teenagers anymore, so it's easy just to be like, okay, I'm tired. And Kim and I work in the morning first thing. Okay, let's straighten the legs. She lives in Scotland, I live in Canada. So we have an 8-hour time difference, so it is beneficial for me to be up early so I can see her, work with her online. Kim is our Move Daily nutrition coach, if you didn't know. She runs our Move Daily Hustle Facebook group, so it is a free group. Switch sides, other hamstring stretch. If you are interested in some community support, camaraderie, people like us do things like this basically, which is great. If you don't have a local community, having an online community is super. I'm gonna grab those feet together. Come here. You could sit up and do this as a butterfly stretch. I'm just gonna stay lying on my back here. Wow, she's tight today, folks. Mercy, you gotta stretch some more. Actually, do you ever foam roll? It is a tremendous way to hydrate the fascia that lays on top of your muscles. And often it can just make everything more pliable. I quite enjoy it. And I tend to, let's come to seated. I tend to only do it if I'm sore, which is bad. You should be preventative, but. Okay, let's go into child's pose. Reach your chest here and drop your head to the mat. Nice big stretch in through those lats. Yeah, try to push your chest to the ground. Kim and I are taking a huge commitment of revamping the website. So come over to one side, stretch through one side. I don't want to do it. She thinks we need to do it, and she's right. This is not my forte though, because it requires organization. Switch sides and order and structure and all the back end, tedious data entry stuff. I mean, we're paying someone to do it, so I guess there's that, but you still have to organize what you want on it. You still have to make those decisions. I'm very grateful for her though, because I probably wouldn't do it on my own. Hands behind the back, stretch, but we have no non-organic reach at all. So every bit of growth that we've had is because I post on social media all of the time. Right? Like every day for years and years and years. And then people tell people, which is helpful. So thank you if you've told your friends. Let's round through the back right here. But I've never paid for an ad ever. And I have a crappy website that no one can find unless we post the link to it. Like no one's finding us if they type in menopause fitness. They'd find me, arms back, thumbs down, if they typed in Tracy Steen. So we need to switch that, obviously, because I think it's stalling our growth and what could become of this company. And yeah, I want it to grow, obviously. We put a lot of time and effort, bring one arm across. And yeah, I feel like it should be bigger. People say that to me all the time. I'm like, I know, because I don't know how to do it. So I'm biting the bullet, putting quite a bit of money behind it, which makes me anxious, but I know that's how you grow. You gotta take those leaps sometimes. So I'll let you know how it goes. Or if I'll just be in the hole, $20,000. Anyway, such is life, and I'm sharing it with you right here. Thanks for joining. Go move daily in your wellness and nutrition, and we'll see you all in the next one.